Hey guys, it's Cheyenne, and as the title clearly states, this is going to be a perfect chemistry book review. Um, I just want to start off by saying this book, Perfect Chemistry, is the best book in the entire world, and I'm not exaggerating. This book is the best book in the entire world. Like, in the entire world. I am one of those Twilight fans that's fanatic. I've been a Twilight fan forever. I've read the book series and I fell in love and I follow the books and I follow everything and I know everything there is to know about Twilight. I've read the books like 50 sometimes. I love Twilight. I even have Edward, like the blow up cardboard thing that's life size over there. I have posters. I have all the merchandise almost. But why am I saying this? It's because I can firmly state, and all my friends know, that this would never happen unless I truly love something. But I love Perfect Chemistry a million times more than I like Twilight. And that for me is wow. I love this book. I love this book. It's one of my favorite things in the world. I think I started reading it a few weeks ago, and I read it in a day and a half. In a day and a half. Well, I lie. I started reading it and I got to like the 5th chapter and then stopped. And then picked it up like 2 weeks later and just read it through a day and a half. And I mean, I went to a baseball game with my dad and I brought the book with me and I couldn't tell you anything that happened at the baseball game. I was seriously stuck in this book. It's the most amazing thing ever. Ever. Basically, the book is about Alex and Brittany, and this is probably backwards, but whatever. Alex and Brittany. It starts off with Brittany, and basically she's perfect. She's got the most perfect hair, designer clothes. Her mom's rich. Well, her mom and dad are rich. Her mom's a hottie. Her mom uh, gives her all the clothes that is needed to look perfect on the outside. She has a perfect face, perfect body, perfect hair. She's popular. She's the captain of the Palm Squad. She is liked by a lot of people, so she's popular. She is dating the most popular boy in school. He's the captain of the football team. And she basically has this mask where she's perfect and she lives a different life at home. She basically has to put on the fact that she's perfect because her parents, she feels as if she has to be perfect or else her mom would completely flip because her sister isn't perfect. Her sister has a disability and basically all the pressure is put on Brittany to be perfect and to be what her sister couldn't be. And she's basically the sweetest person ever. I hate her parents. Her dad's never there, and when he is, he's yelling at her mom to get him food, and he's just being a really big jerk, and her mom's a jerk, and she's always, like, yelling at Brittany to look perfect, and if Brittany doesn't look perfect, she's gotta go change, or she's gotta get her mom's look of disapproval. And then you have Alex, which he is the bad boy. He's in a gang called the Latino Blood, and he has two brothers, and he lives with his mom, and his dad died got murdered because of the gang, and he's forced to go in the gang to protect his family. And he puts out to everybody at school that he's the bad boy. He doesn't care. He smokes. He has tattoos. He's basically, a bad boy. And him and Brittany are from two different worlds, and they hate each other, and they just hate each other. And Miss Peterson, I think, yeah, she's their chemistry teacher, and they have to be put into being lab partners. And Miss P's very strict. and she's like, I don't care if you don't like your lab partner, you have to be lab partners, blah 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 blah. So basically, they hate each other. They're always bickering. They're always making fun of each other. They're always trying to embarrass each other. They're basically going back and forth like that. And then Alex makes a bet that he can make her like him. And basically, a bunch of stuff happens. And basically, this book is the best book ever. It looks like a cheesy romance, but I mean, yeah, it is kind of a cheesy romance. But it's the best cheesy romance I've ever seen. It's seriously, I've already read this book like 4 times. Like, I'll open it just randomly to a random spot and read chapters, and I'll go back and read them again, and I'll read them out loud to my friends. And seriously, like, this book is always next to me. It's not even my book. It's my best friend's book. I kind of stole it from her. She read it, I think, like a year ago. And she's like, this is the best book ever. You have to read it. You have to read it. And I was like, I don't know. So when I went to her house, she's like, you have to read this. And she gave it to me, and I was like, okay. So I read it, and I seriously want to thank her for allowing me to read this book and allowing me to keep it. Well, she's allowing me to keep it for now until I buy my own copy. But this book, seriously, I know this is gonna be cheesy, but one of the best things to ever happen to me. Like, seriously, every time I read it, I go into this own little world that Simone Elcoles has created, and I even go onto YouTube and look at her YouTube channel and look at all the behind the scenes and look at all the trailers, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. And I'm like, can I please have Alex Fuentes? There we go. I just love them so much. And I haven't read the second one, Rules of Attraction, yet, but I read the third one. I read them out of order. I'm going to read the second one soon. And yeah, so basically this is the best book ever. You should go check it out and become obsessed like me. And honestly, it's like my goal to make Perfect Chemistry as big as Twilight. Like, it deserves to be as big as Twilight. Even bigger. Like, I want it to be a movie, and she is so passionate about it, you can tell, and I just want it to be a movie, and I'm trying to tell everybody to go read it. I think I've already gotten a few people to read it. My friend's reading it, my mom read it, and basically just the best book ever. You'll be loving it till the end, and you'll be sad that it ended, and seriously, this is the only book that I seriously sobbed at. Like, I sat here and cried, but I forced myself to read it over and over and over again. And every single time I read it, I cry. And it's so amazing. Just go read it. Go read Perfect Chemistry by Simone Elcoles. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.